I don't understand what's going on. I'd like to understand. Like with Ted, what's going on with Ted? What do you know?
She should know. How's she your sister? What are you saying for? To what? But has she got any sisters? Has she got anything to do with it?
No, are you sure? Shush. I'm the one that put this. No, it's not anything. She's going to jail anyway, regardless. She thinks she's not.
Shooting again is much more serious than going for a little fish or whatever she got caught. Right? She got stuck with something in the ears maybe. That's why she's going to court.
Inadequate?
No, around here.
No, we were going in the bush.
And he came after you guys?
No, I stopped. And he rode up.
Oh yeah, you gave us a 4-wheeler and he was there.
But I didn't know whether they were wanting to talk to Dan or not. I didn't know if they wanted to
They
talk to
probably
him.
didn't know at this time.
I don't think they did either. No, they did. They knew.
They knew already that you were together with him?
To me, it seemed like they did, yeah. To me, it seemed like they knew. To me, it seemed like they knew to go after him.
OPP or something?
Yeah, the OPP. Because there was no ATM, so I believe no. I didn't see any of the cops. They didn't even catch him apparently. He got away, he bumped off their vehicles or something. From what I heard, I don't know. I never talked to him, I never asked him. But from what I heard, that they bumped him with their car and it knocked him off his bike.
On John Mine Road or where?
I don't know, but I think right here on this road. I'm not sure. But I went home. I did something real quick, but then I just went over to APS right away to see what the fuck said. Oh, I heard a fucking two shots fired. That was weird. I heard two small fire, like a small firearm, like right here. And Dan mentioned something about 6. He heard other shots fired.
Which ones did you tell them?
What?
Which ones did you tell the police that it?
I don't know. The day Dan fucking was running from them.
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing? I didn't know that when you're irritated. It shows that you're not actually a royal prince, my guy. What do you say?
This was just a big fellow.
You better listen to me.
And you didn't do nothing about it.
Don't bring this conversation down. Playground when you got your ass whooped every day for your entire life. That's just gonna go down here. Just because I came here.
Why didn't you stop Ted to contact me?
What?
Why didn't you stop Ted to contact me?
I did. I tried. I was begging him not to call you.
And he called you in spite or because he wanted?
Yeah, he did it right in front of me. He looked right at me. And he looked right at me. Looked right into my eyes. Well, he was leaving a message. Like, no, please don't.
No, he was leaving a voicemail.
No, please don't call.
4 in the morning.
Please don't call. Just call. And then he died.
I never messaged him.
Were you talking to him? No? Well, I was going to call him, see what he wanted. And I said, please don't. Don't. I wouldn't do that. He's fucking nasty. And it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. And then, you guys doing something in January. Came up with this fucking plan. Thought. Fucking get rid of me. Lock me up in the fucking weed again.
Remember that photo what he sent me with a girl in there?
No.
In the dirty truck?
Yeah. I didn't send it to you.
No, he sent to me.
Yeah, I got the demo, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see in mind if you remember.
What about it?
It's not strange sending you a girl. He picked up a girl apparently.
Yeah, I said this to you.
And then takes a picture and
yeah.
She sends it to me and something to show off that you can get girls.
Yeah.
And even picking up a girl like quickly like that is not strange to you.
Yeah. What does that mean? What do you mean? Isn't it
It's
strange?
suspicious for me and it makes me think.
I asked him what happened. How'd you meet her? I saw this cute little yellow pair of shoes walking down the road. And he said this to me. Like that. Like that. I just saw this cute little yellow pair of shoes walking down the road. Thought I'd ask if she needed a ride. Oh, cute little yellow pair of shoes. Well, he's not famous, so. She uses needles, so he said that's why he didn't. For nothing. She uses needles, so I didn't want anything to do with her. That's a lot. And I think he started. He had 2 pick marks on his arm. It was weird. And it points them up to him. I don't know what that's about.
What did you do with the girl?
Okay.
The girl you took a picture of.
What did he do with her? I don't know. Did he keep her hiding? Was she hiding? In the truck? I thought this.
What was her name?
Tish?
There are 2 chapters in the history of the
Does that make sense?
First,
I think.
golden years was just that.
There's 2 of them, I think.
Second started with the rise of the
There's 3, I think, actually. There's one message that he said, after he dropped me off, he would drop me off and then he'd pick somebody else up. Like, you can't be alone, or what?
Buddies, friends, enemies, even complete strangers.
And they were driving a Honda SUV, like a blue, with a larger size SUV.
What's he driving right now?
No?
What's he driving right now?
I don't know. Probably a son's truck.
Color? Type?
Good. Diesel.
Type?
A Dodge.
Someone had to fill it.
Got lights on the top. Like running lights. Dually.
Oh,
I
like
think it's
David
Dually.
Neelan's fault.
No, it's not a Dually. It's not a Dually.
That's what David Neelan drove it on. Bluish.
Yeah, I
Lights
know.
on
This was
top.
great. This was his son. This is his son's truck. Yeah, he's driving. He built it. Well, not he did it. Other people did.
Like in here.
Hmm?
Like in here. Okay.
He didn't really do much work. Just when he wanted to go and be seen, he'd walk around naked, which is not a big deal, but if you're just making some toast and going in the other room and not eating it and coming back naked, what are you doing? What are you being naked for? Over there. He had an alarm set for 4 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Every day. Every day at 4 o'clock.
Did the police ask the question about him?
No.
They didn't?
No.
Did they ever ask the question about him? No APS, no OPP?
No.
Are you serious?
Why what? What?
I'm just sure maybe you forgot or something.
No, they never asked me about it. No. Anybody asked me about it? Why would they ask me about it?
I had a single real fucking customer.
You know, I love him, right?
Mark didn't raise suspicions and could hold 6 people.
I'm not going back to him. It's unfortunate.
Walden's my right hand. He takes all the shit, trains the new guys.
But there are some things that I need for him.
They can tell you where Crowbar Jr. is hiding.
Proof of everything what you say was a lie.
Whatever.
Are you lying?
Of course you do.
By you or text?
Of course
I have
you do.
proof of the opposite.
Of course you do. Come
Text and
on.
ask me the figure.
Of course. No, that's not who it is.
Who?
I don't know who.
You said Chris.
Who?
You said Chris Robinson.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't say that.
No. What's wrong with you?
You didn't say that Ashley said that she
No,
and Chris
no.
and Natasha were around.
Yeah, I said that, yeah.
Take it away.
I
Saying
didn't say
that you
Chris.
didn't.
I didn't say Chris was a shooter.
Who was the shooter, you said?
That doesn't matter. What did you do?
Ashley got to shoot her.
I don't know. That's what you say.
Ted was not so it has nothing to do with
Ted was at work. Where were you?
I was here on this couch.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Conversation's over, but I
No,
never
you
respond to it.
weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't.
You talk lies.
You weren't here.
I even showed you a
You
video.
were not here.
I'm going to show it to the world.
You should go ahead and show it to the world.
Because you don't get it.
They all know that you're lying anyway.
Just saying to
Everybody
them,
knows that you're lying. Everything that you put on there is all lies.
Yes, installing it.
It's all lies.
Same binary.
I've already planted the seed. I've already spread the word. It's all lies. Yeah, and what are you turning it into? A fucking big murder fucking platform? Get over it. I didn't give you
That's
those.
psychology as plotting against.
No, that's not even real. Stop it.
What are you talking about?
Stop it.
What are you thinking is not real?
The whole fucking video. I can see. You take a risk in doing that, you know?
It's all really good.
It's not even. You could tell.
I think it's all
The background's different.
You want me to show it?
No, I already fucking listened to it. I told you.
You didn't listen.
Yes, I did.
I didn't even listen to it. You didn't see it.
I don't want to see it again. Bring that fucking shit to my house. Your fucking little lying, little scheming, little jokes. Take it off.
Of course you're going to see that.
Of course I'm going to say that. Take it off.
I'm not.
What? You're not? Oh, I'm so how you guys are fucked. And you're just sitting here being arrogant about it.
No, no.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sad.
Go ahead. I'm not taking it off.
I'm sad about it.
I'm not taking it off.
I love this game.
I don't care.
I care.
I don't.
Trunk. I'll never get out.
You hacked it, hijacked it, stole it, changed it, did all the things you could fucking possibly do to what? For what? What's your outcome? What's the goal? You want to be famous?
Legends are born.
Occupied.
Or the book writer, the author.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
That shirt that I'm wearing. That blue shirt.
Well, I have to go and look at the pictures because I remember in the morning when you walked out from the holy shirt and I took pictures 2, 3 or 4.
I have a blue shirt. That was the last time. That was the last time
I literally say there's the pictures.
Until David threw it at me.
And like what did he say? Here, I bought this out at Winners.
No, he said, I have a shirt for you. And he threw it to me. In which there were some other things that would just randomly appear here, or somebody would bring to me and say, oh, I was thinking about you, and here's this. Oh, I thought you liked this. Here you go. Just like my big Swiss chocolate bar. I didn't even eat yet. Because I'm going to eat it with somebody. It's like the dog was starting. Just like little fucking hummingbird little things that somebody took the diamonds out of the eye.
When was it in Daniel prevented? Well, we are certain that you going to be staying here on maybe 5. When was it? What kind of months do you know?
Reassured him.
And David and Ted, that they came to pick you up, right?
I don't know what they came to do.
When was it?
So
which month?
listen.
The name of it, I mean.
November.
Also,
The end of October, November.
also was actually just around, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a long time ago.
No.
They came. In which vehicle?
I'm sure I didn't see. I'm not sure.
Let's look at.
I don't know. I didn't see. I didn't look at that really in here.
Well, you've gone on his property many times, also.
Who's?
David Nealon's.
So I don't know if they came in David's truck or if they came in Ted's truck. I didn't look at that.
Came in.
Yep. They looked it.
No, like announced, like, you knew that it. Because somebody said to me, too, David and Nealon, he probably did it. David and Nealon, I helped him. I know he assisted him somehow.
So I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to think of whose voice I heard when I heard gone. That wasn't David. That wasn't David's voice.
When did you hear it?
On the station.
Who was killed him?
Me.
There was a wife.
That was one.
But I don't know what you were calling it.
We were listening to the security camera too.
And in the ambulance here?
No.
You saw it?
At the shop. No.
We didn't see the shot until the recording that we saw.
Right.
We didn't hear that.
Right.
We watched the ambulance.
Right.
Which was at 11 o'clock yesterday. Just before noon.
Why was it so long?
Maybe it was censored the envelopes at the time.
So listen.
And I was so flabbergasted that I really was, and I recorded a reaction. We weren't sure who's going to be getting drowned out.
So listen.
We didn't know. We expected it would leak and get pulled out. We didn't even thought about that case in Toronto. Like the other Monday. That's usual.
You do.
Oh, I didn't thought about it either.
You do. Yeah, that's why you were
And I
looking.
looked at the reaction, how you are. And I still look at it. You were not sure who's going to get coming out of the house.
Of course not. I didn't even know what was going on. So anyways, listen. With the camera, so that you didn't even show me this camera. The camera was placed at the foot of my brother's patio deck. So it played the decking part, where you walk. That's where the camera was.
And then I actually had a hint. Also had a hint, and I covered the windows up already, and I put mattresses up. I already had a hint this is going to come. If you ask anybody in the house, I kept covering up the windows and stuff. Not for my own safety, for the children's safety and stuff.
In my brother's room,
He hired me for
there was
security.
a patio door.
I was the security.
There was a patio door, and when you step into his room, he had his dresser on the left wall, and there was a couch right along the patio door,
Right.
and there was another couch along the other wall, and
The
then
chair.
his bed. Oh yeah, and the chair, and then his bed.
Right. But what about it?
So with the patio door and
The patio door was open.
and the blinds that were hanging, because there
The
was
blinds were moved too.
there was a hanging blind.
You know, they were moved too, but then they shut up and they haven't. I asked these questions.
Who moved them?
Because the dog was compulsing and going out and told
Who
me.
opened the blinds like that?
Most likely one of the girls.
Well, you should ask who.
Yeah, but for the dog,
No, listen.
the dog caused commotion in the house, being sick like that. So we left the dog back in ours, and checking on the dog constantly.
I'm helping you.
And she finally
You can
sat
let
down.
me.
Okay.
So, if there were just girls there, right?
No, there was some. And I know, you said I used to do good.
Someone been called 911.
911 was called by correct. That was the one you see. I think that's the time. And she was ultimately the one who held. We didn't know what went on. Because the phone flew out of our hands
But
too.
you live in So you think about people's behaviors, right?
Okay, the put the hands on the pressure. No. So I am because of sister, right?
So no, it doesn't. It's not. It's irrelevant because we don't want to know about who saved her life and how she was saved.
No, it seems for you, not the question.
No,
About
oh my God.
she's
Okay,
set
you don't even
up
want
or
to know.
something.
You don't even want to know. So, whatever. Why don't you want to know? Because you already know. I let you talk, yeah, but why?
I put it down. I brought it up. That's why we are here.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done. This is none of my business.
Gaslighting me somewhere of what you do.
I'm done. I'm done.
Because I just want to make my
I don't want to talk
say
about
the
it
facts of the girls
I'm
in
going to tell you
house.
the same thing that I told you before. You don't want to hear. You already know. So, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go ahead.
You're talking about shit.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I didn't even say anything, really. Because you keep fucking talking about it.
You're talking about this stuff.
No.
It's still.
It's not going to work. Whatever you're doing is all for nothing.
The white truck don't come in the property.
The white truck was her fucking friend's truck.
Her boyfriend.
Why were all these people? Yeah, her boyfriend. Her boyfriend has a white truck. Because as far as I know, her boyfriend is my brother and he doesn't have a white truck.
The boyfriend. Wasn't the white truck.
A work truck.
Wasn't
Yeah, it does. Because
It
there was
was
a
a
white
truck
truck.
and you got caught
There was
there.
a work truck there all the fucking whole night.
No, it
Coming and
wasn't.
going. Yeah, it was.
Wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I watched.
How do you know what was
I
at night?
watched.
Watch what?
I watched. You could see because there's what do you call it, infrared. But you could tell it was a white truck
Watch footage you were found.
the whole night. See it coming and going. See somebody sitting in the truck, and there was nobody in there. The light came on.
And which resident? Yes, the white truck you were
At
referring to.
least. At least.
And then Ted breaks into the house, you guys have a fallout, and then you guys make up out again, up again, or whatever it's
We
called.
did make up.
Or you guys somehow
Yeah.
I think because he came in the
Yeah.
house and you guys were parading this new stay after the break-in, or after I was here.
No, he left that day. Next day.
Yeah. But and then he comes to stay with you. I want to
No. That's not him.
That was a little bit early.
That night when he broke my door,
Yeah.
he left.
And then he comes to stay with you.
To the following day.
Lucky Dana was there. Daniel was there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He felt something. See us.
Dan did. He said, they're
You
going to
could
take
come
you.
forward to me
They're
now.
going to take you. How are they going to take you?
See, he kept contacting me. Yeah, I had something with him already. He went in his property. No, only in his talk. You can tell me, I'm not going to get mad, you know. I just need to understand. No, we never. It gives me creeps, she said.
You did?
And I leave it, yeah.
He gave her a rest.
Yeah, but,
So she was in his trap.
yeah, for violence and stuff.
Whatever. She gave
But then he came.
She gave him a big fucking spiel about the same thing that I told him.
He kept trying to get her back into his truck and out to bash, desperately, like getting compliments,
Trying over her, yeah.
floating with
Right,
the
yeah.
car he gave to me.
Yeah, I get it.
That even though the creeps came just then after the shooting because I dig deeper.
Why did you have a camera in Jackson?
She said it then.
Why did you have a camera in Jackson? Why did you
She said then, because I dig deeper, that he gave me the creeps. And she's a little tough little trick kind of thing. She doesn't often say that. It took a lot for her to say that. So it sinks for me. That's what I wanted you to tell. All I need to. I know she wasn't lying. And then she said to get the creeps, she meant that.
Well, for sure. I understand. I'm a woman. I felt as though he was going to, that Ted was going to tell me. And I heard this from somebody else too.
It's because they really said this and the whole world is looking at you right now.
I said this. This is why he couldn't. This is why he couldn't get rid of me. Because everybody was watching me. I've had everybody watching me in the game. And he got mad one time. Oh, you think you're so fucking big? You want to be fucking big? And I'm not. I'm not trying to be big. I'm just telling you what is. I'm fucking high profile and I don't even know why. So somebody else knew why. Which created already an audience. Which already created an audience of onlookers.
Onlookers?
Yeah.
Concerned? Related?
No, not even.
Yeah, people know somebody involved.
Oh, for sure.
But he heard something. The rumor is Mill is fucking spilling from the 3 hours is nuts. That's what I heard coming from them.
From where?
Like what people say, who did it.
Oh, I don't care about that.
It's like, wow.
Fuck.
Daniel did it.
Go away. Get away from me.
Cousin did it.
Get it.
The brother-in-law did it.
I think it was all the girls.
Vince
I
did
think
it.
they were touching a fucking gun and they fucking it went off. That's what I think. That's what I think happened.
See the guns in the house, had not the caliber. They were not shot ever.
A 22?
They were new.
He has a 22.
There was no 22 in the house.
There's a fucking handgun somewhere around there.
There was no handgun in the house.
There's
Don't
somebody.
say things when not there.
He showed me his new 22.
Maybe I'm wrong. He should have been 22. I don't know.
And then it's gone missing.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
I don't know if such a thing.
Yeah, you do. See what you do.
I don't know.
They're not
if
looking
such
for. I've been living this. How easy it is to implicate. How easy. People can't walk like I walk. People cannot do what I fucking do. Somebody would have, like, all the things that were happening to me, somebody would have fucking stopped that way long time ago. Year one. And if he dies because of this, and he's not at fault. I don't know what to do.
What did he send you? Put this on my face for a second. What did he send you?
So, a direct deposit form. There's a copy of it.
And?
It was just a copy of it.
In a screenshot or?
Yeah, I think it was a screenshot. I don't know. And then it was in my email.
And this was hinting something
It
or?
was $200 and something, a direct deposit.
For him or for you?
Direct deposit from his account. From him.
To you?
I don't know.
Or
It
to
was
some?
funny.
Oh. Strange or something? Or just wants attention?
It was strange. Why is
Was there a message in the
No. Why is he sending me a photocopy of a blank direct deposit form filled out with an amount? Why did he send it to me?
So you maybe have to ask him this why? So you do a conversation start. Or you sent me money and I need it really, really badly. Or something.
No, he sent it to me one time. I can say it something about I'll be sending you $100,000 in the bank next year because you're not gonna have any money.
What did he mean that he needs 300,000?
Okay.
He said to you, you need 300,000.
I need 300,000.
Yeah, I know what he referred to.
I don't need 300,000.
But maybe he meant like to be all good well off or something.
That's what his house is gonna be. That value now.
Oh, I see. He thinks the money can buy people.
Why is he planning these things? What's going on? Why is he talking to you about 300,000?
No, he says it on the recording, which you only not listen to yet. You recorded it on your phone. You guys are fighting just before the break-in, and he's saying you need 300,000 to something. I cannot make it up, but I didn't emphasize it with you yet.
I don't need 300,000.
Okay,
Why would he say I need 300,000?
well, he said that he can't do something. This is the same video where he's been saying Karma can't believe what it is just like because you're accusing him of having these keys.
Yeah.
And he's saying you're going to hell because you like.
Yeah.
And Karma cancel and shut. And he said, he's saying, don't say these things. But like, why don't we say these things?
Yeah, why did you say these things?
I ever say you eventually not the shot? I don't think any of your boyfriend ever said that. Any of your boyfriend who love you ever body shamed you?
Yeah. Why would he even say this? Like, why would he even talk about the grandkids?
Yeah. I was shocked too.
I never heard. But this other time, we were riding, and he says to me, so you could call me Dad, and, you can call us Dad,
Okay, so Papa said that very, very,
No, he doesn't.
like the teddy bear figure, sorry.
Yeah, nobody does it.
No, he said he gets the latest from something. Yeah, the Papa's done. Actually, maybe you can call me Dad.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? No.
You can't do that.
I started.
You're lucky you can be her friend.
So I think that was along the lines of nothing.
Wow, man. That's creepy.
Right? That's what I got to
You
do.
overheard it or you know you have to?
Direct conversation. said, "Really?" And then later, so I found out that Jeremy is not allowed to be my kid. And the person that was telling me that, I was wondering why. They didn't know why. So Jeremy has kids.
Every dispute going on with criminal something.
Right? So
It isn't true, right?
Jeremy's a Smith.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy is talking to sex worker, right?
That's his ex-girl, that's the girlfriend.
I thought we were talking about this.
No, that's his girlfriend, or whatever. She's the one that never goes away.
Right. She's like another normal something.
Yeah. Yeah. So
everything's gonna.
I thought that there was this thing with the boyfriend that she had. I didn't think that it was like real, like that was her boyfriend. Sweet. To mark my mercy.
And you saying you're marking it right now?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Watch your mouth. No, watch your mouth. I know what I said. Watch your mouth. I'm all in your mouth, said. No, watch your mouth. I know what I said. Watch your mouth. I fucking watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, said. No, watch your mouth. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Watch your mouth, Dad. No, watch
You're saying that I fucking put it in the thing.
watch your mouth.
You watch.
You're gonna be sorry.
Yeah. That's it. God, you see me here, man. Don't lie about me.
He said, "Oh, you fuck your daughter in front of you."
You said that too?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
That was when I started finding your phones. He said, "I'll fuck your daughter in front of you."
You didn't say that.
He did.
You said I fuck your daughter too.
Right in front of you.
Of her? She
Fuck
said,
me, right in front of you.
but you told us that, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear that he said your friends were in a bitch, huh? You're a fucking right man, say something.
Who's the husband? How much does he like you? I watched the Mickey. This was at my house. He just got here. Like this. So I just got here. I mean, he just got here, and I was sleeping, and my key was on the couch. I had it set different in there, and I had it with my helmet. That was my bike key that he took. This is what I was talking about. He took my bike key first thing, and then he went outside. Then he came in. He just got here.
This is the second level, second part of the first part. make sure that he stays up here.
Where? It's just
He said that the grandchildren are in the church.
yeah, he said it.
Because what you told me about Daniel.
So it's not important.
Now listen to the first one.
It's not important.
Listen to the first one.
I know, I drink. I do. What are you saying? I do. What?
You reckon? But this shit is important.
I know. So you keep it. You don't have to put it on.
I heard that around the Manitoban border it's a hotbed of missing, unsolved, missing cases. Lots of indigenous women. I'm sure there's some male.
I heard the same thing when I was there.
When you were there.
Somebody had told me there was like 300 women in 10 years missing,
It's unsolved.
unsolved. And when I was there, so I was aware of it, but it was pointed out more to me when I was here and I was dealing with all of this. I'm going to call it gang stalking now because now I have a better term for it. I became more aware of it, presently action-packed happening when I was here walking home. Because a lot of the times I'd walk home right from town, I wouldn't even try to hitchhike. First off, no, I was being shunned from my community, so nobody's going to pick me up, right? So I would walk from town, and no matter where I was walking from, there was always an increase of traffic, which as a teenager growing up here, I was aware of. My mom always told me, be careful walking on the road, somebody will take you. And this, I thought she would be joking, haha, but it became subconscious in my mind for when I, as an adult, I go out walking and I used to walk down the highway because it's I'm in a scene area, blah blah blah. Which, come to find out, that's not such a good idea sometimes to be walking in areas where you're being seen.
So from your perspective, you've been, I'm not going to say a resident from there, but you've been there for a year in and out in this area. What makes you think is the reason that this area is a hotbed? Is it because of the geographical location?
Yes.
And what's that mean? Like because
so
it's bordering?
There's waterways and the border. That's a whole other country right there, right?
Manitoba is there. And the
Manitoba,
border in the US is there.
There's 3 different borders right there.
But isn't more...
4, I think.
Isn't not more services in the area because there's border?
No, man. It's all in the approach.
I wonder what is, like when I go to some people's houses sometimes and the conversation goes to Indian or indigenous people, it becomes derogatory or racist.
Right.
Not everywhere, but in certain...
I know, yeah.
So my question, because I don't know, when the Draper is alone with his friends, how are you talking to or about indigenous people?
Did you take all this out here? I'm not sure, but I've heard him. I bet it does. I would, because if I'm not there, they don't, or they won't. But I would assume that they do. I would assume he participates, because when I was actually, it's funny you mention that. So I made a teepee when I was there. I made a teepee when I was there, and I didn't like the fact that there's people watching from somewhere all the time, right? So when I made the teepee one night, I went out to make fire, and it was kind of windy, so I put a couple tarps up around the teepee poles that I had there, and I was making a fire.
Probably that looked very beautiful.
Yeah, it was. So.
But not for them, right?
No. So when I went in, and I was shocked by Calvin. Calvin, like he was singing in native Ojibwe or in Indian, and I don't think he heard that I came in through the other door, and I was sat there and I was like, what the fuck? So he asked Ted, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Oh, she's just making a fire out there. Da, da, da. I think Ted told him at that time that I was in the house. I'm not sure. But then they got quiet, and then Calvin was like, trying to sound like an Indian fucking singing or something. I don't know. So I went outside, and I pretended like I was enjoying my fire because I wasn't really after that. Ted came back, and I pretty much came inside right after that. The next morning I took down my teepee. And Ted said something about, you're going to have to put that back up, you know? No, I'm not. I'm putting it back up.
Is it right to say that you felt the thorn in the eye?
Oh, for sure.
That teepee
and I felt it there before, but I tried to, but because my energy is, like, I'm already strong as it is, right? I'm already confident in who I am, no matter what room I walk into. And I change the energy flow of what is going on around, because I'm extremely sensitive to energies, and when I go someplace new, and I could feel it already, right? And I'll go and break that. I will go and break that by going to sit or talk with wherever the energy is coming from, so that they're comfortable with who I am.
So that hotbed.
A month or maybe 2 months, a month or 2 months prior to me almost getting hit by that red SUV that followed me, where that happened was last place seen for this girl that was from here, the Sioux, out there. She was a new mom, 2 weeks old baby. Who fucking goes away from their baby at 2 weeks?
Is it known how she got there?
No, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't really smoke some stuff. So I could give you a theory on what I think happened, because I felt a vibe.
Let me ask you, how long did it took when you hit the ditch that the police service arrived? Was it
like fucking 4 hours, 3 hours?
Oh, a long time.
Yeah, man. Just as Ted shows up. Ted showed up like a couple minutes after that. Like they were probably at the scene for 10 minutes, and Ted showed up at like 8 minutes. Process that.
Now, from your theory, why do you think this area is a hotbed of missing, unsolved cases of missing women? And
the disregard for women.
So your theory is why this area is a hotbed? Just brainstorm?
So because there's a lot of farmland, and there's not a lot of anything in between. It's so easy for, I had heard, well, you like to go out hiking, who's to say you are going to make it back? Easy to be scooped up.
There's a lot of areas, you're saying, what's not populated, and
absolutely, it's a lot of farmland.
Lots of wilderness.
So, and small native communities in between.
Are these communities developed, state of the art, like
No,
they have
no,
infrastructure,
no,
internet, and all
no.
these things?
Barely internet. Slow, almost dial-up.
Schools.
Style. Pardon?
Schooling system, education system,
there's
access.
schools. Yep. Not large schools. I would assume that there's a lot of multi-age group in a school kind of thing. Like all, like a lot of what do you call split classes being together. Like say in a small building. I've seen like a couple of normal sized schools. They looked alright, but again, your school could look state of the art, but where your mentality is, or where is, you know, what the level is going to be at. So when Ted was scaring me, I went to. I didn't know they were young, but I went to a farm because I fucking ran right through the fucking farm field. The fucking bulls could have fucking plowed me over. But they were in the barn, and I have this thing with animals that they just won't. I could have started a stampede. There could have been fucking. Anyway,
Daytime,
I went
nighttime?
Nighttime. Nighttime. It was after midnight. It was about midnight. And I went and knocked on their door, and they wouldn't answer. And I was like, please, 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 like, I don't know anybody.
Like
just
bang, bang, bang?
Just,
or
yeah, like a while. And he was, all this while, he was listening. He heard me yelling for help when I was running across the fucking field.
You were
and
screaming?
I was yelling for help.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Because he's doing donuts, and he's going real creepy slow. And I don't get scared. I'm not the kind that gets scared. Now that I know what level of fucking scary he is, he's fucking scary. So, be prepared, not scared. So, I was prepared thereafter because I knew what level of fucking creepy weirdo he could get. He's driving real slow up the fucking road and with his flashlight, like, Heather, where are
He
you?
was making noises like that?
Yeah, man.
Like head, like,
Yeah, like,
slowly? Or
where
like,
are you? And he's
like,
driving real slow with
like
his
a horror
flashlight,
movie, Freddy
scanning
Krueger?
yeah, man, scanning the fucking the ditch, the roadside.
like psychologically trying
Yes,
to... Like,
yes. Because
Are
prior
you
to
serious?
this was the second time this happened to me. It wasn't him the first time. The second time I was standing, I know enough to stand on where the ditch is, like right, the ditch is gonna start. If somebody's gonna drive to hit me, they're gonna go in the ditch. How close I fucking stand. In which he fucking almost did. I was standing on the curve of the ditch, and he fucking went flying by me. He went flying by me like so fucking fast. He almost fucking hit me. He was like this far away from me.
Then you knocked on the door.
Yeah, they didn't answer. They didn't answer. But I told them after I knocked like a little while. I said, I'm gonna sit in one of your vehicles and I'm not gonna get out because if Ted's coming, he's gonna fucking come and grab me. He's just gonna come and grab me.
Or you were talking to you?
No, he didn't. He didn't
No,
talk
like
to me.
the
No, the
people
people
that-
inside. No, they didn't talk to me.
So you just talked
I
loud?
just talked. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're gonna hear me.
In case they hear you,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
don't see
yeah.
you as a break and enter.
Yeah,
I
yes,
hear you.
Yes.
You have to do something diligent.
Yeah. Because if there's a native girl in my truck.
So you hid in some neighbor's vehicles
Yep.
in the dark,
Yep.
ducked, I assume.
Yep. Until
not-
the cops came.
And how were the cops called? You called them?
No, the guy called them.
Oh, so you did talk to them?
No, I didn't talk to them.
Oh, they called because you were on
Yes.
the property and all
Yes.
that stuff.
Yeah.
I
And they
see.
heard me.
I see.
Yeah. Because I was staying in there. I wasn't getting out. I locked myself in his truck. Because if Ted came, he would have opened up the door and fucking taken me out of there. Nobody would have. They wouldn't have even called maybe. So I locked the doors. And I ducked down between the seats. And yeah, waited for the cops.
For how long?
A little while. I almost fell asleep. And then I saw a big light, and I knew it was the cops. I kind of knew. I was hoping, because this is what I did. I knew it was the cops, and then I said, well, what if it isn't? What if it's Ted? What if it's Ted? Because he said he saw me, he watched me. Yep. So then cops came, knocked on the door of the truck that I was in. And I was like, oh my god, thank fucking god you're here. It was a little
Two
nuts.
cops?
Huh?
2 cops, 2 OPP?
No, it was 1 OPP, and then the second one came later because the cop took me into his car and out at the intersection to where Ted's house is, or wherever, the road to nowhere. And the cop was talking to me. I told him it wasn't anything. It wasn't a big, huge situation. Downplay it a little. I said we had a disagreement, we had an argument or whatever, and I don't have anybody out here to call or to whatever. So I came over here. It didn't feel safe. He felt like he was getting cracked. Like I was avoiding any kind of situation. So this is where I made it to. Knocked on the door, asked them to call. because I didn't feel comfortable in any part of the situation, because I didn't want to have an altercation with him. I didn't know anybody. Who else am I going to call? Right? I'm not going to just invade on the fucking neighbors.
You developed no friends yet, personally?
I didn't have any friends.
All people you knew through
right.
him.
Yeah.
So they were not,
right.
You didn't found a friend yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, I assume that the police talked to you and they approached most likely your partner and as well asked him what was happening, right, and making sure that everything is safe or everybody is safe, or how did the OPP leave or left it? No charges, I assume, just a caution maybe, that everybody get along, or you went home? Can you give us a little bit more detail?
So when the cop came, he took me out to the intersection and we're talking. What are you doing up here, kind of thing? And I said, well, it just a collision course, I guess. You know, I was doing nothing at the time. Met him. We just met. Blah blah blah. Da da da. And yeah, we're just getting to know each other. We started dating. I live, and I told him Garden River, as there's 2 other officers that had came in. I don't know if there was 2 other cars or not. I'm not sure. I didn't really look because I was like fucking tired. So when I said Garden River, one of them said, that's outside of Sault Ste. Marie. And the driver of the car that I was in, because there was 2 that were standing outside and 1 that was driving, I said, what about the Sioux? What are you guys talking about? He said, oh, you're native, you live outside of the Sioux. I'm Métis, so he changes the topic, right? I said, oh yeah, right on. And he was asking me, like, how do I provide for myself, in which I had a little bit of money, like, is all I said. I was like, what? That's a little inappropriate, but I have a little bit of money, and I don't really need much being out here. He buys food. I have to eat. He has to eat. It's not like I'm not like a huge family that came with me, kind of thing. It's just me.
You maybe just established if you guys are common or partner.
Oh, maybe perhaps, but at the same time, we were living together. So he asked me if I knew anybody. I said, well, I don't know anybody, but I'm sure in this neighboring native community, there's this one guy that I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I went there. But I don't know his number. I don't know anything. I don't know for sure.
Or he wanted to bring you to this place who you know. I see. You didn't want to return you to the resident at this moment.
Yeah. He didn't want to return me there, and I didn't want to go to a shelter or a bus stop. I didn't have any of my stuff or anything, kind of thing.
Okay.
So, and not only that, I wasn't even sure what was going to happen with Ted and I anyways at that point, right? Because, like, we did have an argument, a disagreement, but...
We're talking about this because there's more to the picture, and there's more what hinted that there's something going on. Example, I received a picture of a young lady or a young woman, which was for sure not more than early 20s, who sat in a vehicle.
Yeah, and she was like stuck to the door in the photo.
The vehicle was occupied and driven by Ted, and Ted was sending me a picture like that.
He sent me the same one.
In order to show that he has access to ladies, girls.
Yeah.
And you questioned him about that picture as well, and he confirmed it.
Yeah.
And I was looking at that 64-year-old man sending me a picture of a 21-year-old who he...
64?
He's 64, I thought.
He was born... No, he's 60.
Ted is 60?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wrong with something. And he's sending me a picture of a...
Young girl, yeah.
A quarter of his age.
Yeah.
Dark outside.
Cute little yellow shoes running down the road.
The vehicle particularly dirty, dusty, I noticed.
And he targeted, he targets Native women.
Now,
felt like I said
this was like it's got me my hair standing up.
Yeah, man.
This wasn't showing me anything what he pretended to show me. Like, Oh, hey, there's a nice... What did he
Thank you for
expected me to
confirming.
say? What did he expected me to say?
Thank you.
Oh, she's looking good. What are you doing with her? Is she available? Or what did he expected me to say that? Because I'm not this kind of man to say such. And all looking at that, something is creepy here. Even if she came on consent. But he was dating on top of his
So
view.
he took her back to the trailer, and he said they didn't have sex.
What does he do anyway, picking up
Right.
young ladies middle in the night,
Right.
bringing
I
them?
asked him how that goes. And he said he just pulled over and said, "Hey, how's it going? What are you up to? Want to go for a drive? You smoke?" Then they get in and do you want to smoke? Do you smoke or whatever?
And his demeanor is innocent looking.
Yes.
You sometimes explain.
Yes, he's a little old man.
It's a white beard, like looking
Yeah,
like.
looking like Santa, looking like Papa, looking like daddy issues right there.
And he's picking up a girl,
Yeah.
call her his age, middle in the night,
She uses
and sends
label.
me a picture
Yeah, and me.
to show, hey, look, I can pick up a girl.
Yeah. Look, Heather, look at what I did. You just left. Look what I did.
Emotional distress is sometimes we act, but we should have not done
I know.
if we were calm and stuff and collected.
He
And-
does this often.
And he has that emotional
does
distress
that,
all
yeah.
of a sudden, and here he is
He did this
leaking
the other
that
day
kind of
too.
information, I
He
think.
did this the other day too. He had a shaky voice. He had a shaky voice when I addressed the thing with the issue with my bank card and stuff, and not being with him. And then when I was out in BATCHAWANA, then I'm sitting with what felt like my shooter. Who pointed out he just wants to shoot people.
And like,
There's a bigger issue. This is in relation to, absolutely, this is why I say, does she know him? She knows him. She knows him. For some reason. There's something she knows that she's not saying, and I think I know what it is in relation to that guy that I met that helped me unlock my doors on my car. Do you remember me telling you?
I don't recall. The guy you met?
Yep, he helped me unlock the doors of my car. He's a little kid. Remember I told you he reminded me of my son? And you wanted to offer him a job?
Oh yeah, this is like a few years back you're talking about.
Yeah. And I think that's what the girlfriend is what I think she has something to do with.
Surprisingly, you're scratching this on.
Stop it. Listen
Because-
to me when I talk.
Because when came, the last time we talked a little bit more intimate, we almost simultaneously said is the father of that little girl. And we almost simultaneously said to each other, it seems to be, there's more to the picture and this is somehow all commingled. And he agreed, and we didn't even talk deeply yet. The father of that young woman who died in that fire.
Okay.
That name was not released. Certain things are not released to the public. Only the intimate family members
So can I tell you something?
knew certain details.
Can I tell you something?
Of course.
So remember when I told you that we went to his house, the guy that helped me open my doors in my car?
Yes.
So they rented. I never saw the girlfriend ever. I didn't know who the girlfriend was. I never saw her ever at all. She was there when me and a friend of mine went to his house, in which he was renting a room from other people, other owners of.
On Gore Street.
No, it wasn't on Gore Street, but in the area of. It was in the area of. We drove by there, and you said there was a house fire here. Anyways, and you told me that there was a situation. I think you said 2 people died in there. I don't think you went into details about how it happened or what happened. When we were driving to, we were going to Gore Street to see. when we drove by there and you mentioned it, that there was a fire there and 2 people died. Because they had it all taped off when we were driving to work. In which I catch on the vibes, right? Like I could feel out a room, right? And while I was visiting this so-called kid that helped me with the unlocking of my doors.
How many days prior to the fire did you? Is this referred to?
It wasn't long. It was maybe 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, because we talked to him on the street, right, out in front of Gore Street, out on the street. We talked to him
On the property.
Yeah. But I had, so that when I was at his place, it was prior to that. So there was a duration of time. Like I was only there once. But when I was there, I wouldn't, this is what I was getting at. What I was trying to tell you. So I just came across, remember my one ring that I had? It was a band, and I see markings in there, and I know it's a marking for something, I wasn't sure what it was. So I came across the picture that that kid drew for me, what he had seen in my ring. In which I had to have a moment, because there's a lot of, his name is popping up a lot in a lot of things of mine. So this is what I wanted to tell you, these things, and it's not all, like, you gotta, your mind is like so isolated on, and it's bigger than, and I need you to catch up and hear me, and I need you to believe me and stop being so arrogant and demanding and it's this way and this way and this way, because it's not. So when I was at the house, we were talking about my ring that, you know, and he drew out the pattern of what he saw, which was to the stars, to the Big Dipper, blah blah blah. I'm going to assume that the other people that were there were the real owners of the place, and I was talking about the history of our area and such, and that I love the old buildings, the old houses that are here, and da 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 da. And he said, oh yeah, he was like, well, you want to come check something out? And my brain is fucking so, I am so naive until I know until I know, right? And then I'm like, holy fuck, this. So he's like, and showing off the house, right? The old wood, wood floors. I don't even know if they had wood floors, but how there would have been like sliders to close off one room to the next, and then he takes me down to the basement, and I didn't even go all the way down the fucking basement, and I was like, fuck no, I am not going down there. No, because I didn't even step off the stairway into the fucking basement. I said, fuck that. I don't even want to know about down there. I'm gonna go upstairs, and I'm not even gonna look. I don't even give a shit. I don't care who he was. I didn't care who he was, or what he was, or what was going on in that fucking house. I didn't give a fuck. I went and stood beside my friend, and I sat there, or stood there, up against the fucking rug, because I wasn't doing nothing after that. Because I got a vibe of badness. Bad things happen there, in that basement. There's bad things that happen in that basement. And there's no fucking way I wanted to even look in. I didn't want to touch nothing, I didn't want to look in it, I didn't want to see nothing. So I went back upstairs, and I never said anything to anybody until now. Because Heather can't get a vibe. Because then I'm going to be really fucking crazy if I go and say something about anything, because how do I know? I don't even really fucking know. All I know is that I caught a vibe, and I didn't like it. And then weeks later, there's a fire in that place. We drove by there, they had it all taped off, and Buddy was outside.
Buddy is who?
I was assuming at the time, and assuming that there were the owners, or whatever we call them. I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't need to know.
So when I first time met him, he said in the beginning of our conversation that his daughter died in a house fire downtown. I said, what house fire? Close to Gore Street? And I mentioned then, and his demeanor and body language changed. You could see he was pale, and he couldn't understand that I knew even the name of the person, because this was not just an accident. Apparently this was a murder. Because they were locked in apparently. An unsolved murder.
So, how I
Was freaking and losing it. Because he
Did
never
they-
met anybody yet. Because he knew why the police didn't release this information.
Yeah.
What I'm just mentioning.
right, yeah.
Now,
So there
just
was
for my own backup on this.
on the funeral, you know, Arthur's funeral home, how they have notifications for upcoming events, right? So and so passes away, they're having a celebration.
Dictionary.
No, they have a site, their own site, and they have memorandums and stuff. So you go on to that, and I forget who, somebody had passed away, or my anniversary of somebody's death or something. It was the reason why I was on there, and I had seen a celebration for life for something blah blah blah, and then I saw some familiar names added to that, which doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, you know, the things. So that's how I learned or confirmed for my own self what you're relating to, because I heard
These names I mentioned is not mentioned anywhere in any newspaper.
I didn't hear any names. I'm not mentioning any because I didn't hear any. But
This
there
name
was,
I only
I
know
will
because
show
you introduced me to this too.
Yes, and I
offered him a job.
Yeah, that's why we were talking to him.
This was the last time, I don't know for you, but for me, that I ever heard about
Yeah,
him or
it
saw
was.
him
Yeah, me too.
until I learned that these were the unfortunate two people who lost their life.
You learned it before that.
No,
You
I
mentioned
learned it after the crime was
No, you
committed,
didn't.
apparently.
No, you didn't.
You would like to implement something what is not there? Go ahead.
I'm
It's
not
the moment.
implementing anything because we've had talks. We talked. Because there was a few situations that happened around the same time. That guy, the Eagle, what the fuck was his name? Kelly was dating him. Eagle Elf or Eagle something. What's his name? But he died. Suspiciously, I believe it was reported. There was another. There was a few people. Oh, that dumpster, that girl, the one in the dumpster up at Valley Village, I think it was. There was that situation. There was something else. There was another something. Somebody catch fire or something. And trying to think if there was another. Was there another something at the same time?
There's a few.
There was a few, right? There was like women. There was a few women, like trade women, working women or whatever. And which leads me to where we are today. And prior to that, I had a run-in with the police myself, a situation where there were 6 officers walking at me with fucking MK fucking something. Don't fucking move, don't. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just was talking to one of your officers, a van filled with officers like you. And I went by, like, I talked to them, I went by them. What are you coming at me like this for? Like, holy fuck, like a surprise. Telling me not to fucking move or they'll shoot. And this was days before, and what did I tell you the officer said? If any of my officers get hurt or get hit, it's going to be on you.
Well, he asked you if I have weapons on me or something. You said no, he's not the kind of guy like that.
But I didn't even say you were. No, you weren't even there. I said if you were.
And he said to you apparently he's not going to risk the lives of his man on your word, bitch.
Yeah.
Under duress of guns pointing at you.
Yeah, like seriously.
Hold.
And they're all men. They're all men, I have to say.
And roughly derogatory talking to you.
Very much so, yeah, absolutely.
And you, of course, you must have been fearing, scared.
Well,
everybody would be scared.
Of course, no, there was a level of fear, absolutely. But it wasn't where I was like shaking on my boots kind of thing. I was like, just don't fucking trip. Don't you trip walking over towards me, would fucking shoot me. Like, holy fuck, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you coming at me like that? You should already know I was in the area. The officers that I spoke to in the truck, in the off-road over there, they should have radioed you immediately. I would have assumed. Because I know if I had a tactical unit, I'm pretty sure I'd have fucking open communication, like, constantly. Like, somebody talk to me.
How did the officers treated you this time in Atkinson? Where did you...
Atikokan?
Oh, sorry, I don't know the
So
pronunciation.
Atikokan, I didn't think I was going to the police station, to be honest. I didn't think I was going to the police station. I didn't think that there was going to be any kind of a report about me being on the side of the road.
You're written up in the newspapers.
Yeah, I'm glad I was, though, because then people knew. So that didn't go down like that either, right? I didn't have anything. As from my perspective of how I didn't have anything. I wasn't doing drugs. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing any such thing.
Well, let's start by the beginning. Why did you end up in a ditch?
So I don't even want to say. It had nothing to do with alcohol.
The best people in the world drowned in the water.
Don't tell anybody.
Happens to the best.
Don't tell anybody.
Happens to the
I know, don't tell anybody. Because it really freaked me out. But at the same time, I know I'm not the only one. Because I was in the vehicle with somebody else who did the same thing.
Did you get injured when you hit?
No, because I didn't even hit anything. I went off on top of the crusty snow, just down this nice little thing.
You got stuck then, I guess.
No, I didn't get stuck. I stopped. And then I drove forward and backed up, drove forward, backed up. I turned around essentially that morning. I turned around, sitting there waiting for Ted to show up. 3.5 hours later.
Ted was at his house, kind of thing?
I was going to catch him. I was going to catch him with another woman.
Or you were pursuing?
And he was pissed.
Ted?
No, I wasn't pursuing.
Oh.
But I was going back because of him saying, and he would say this often, you have no proof, where's your evidence? And I'm like, proof of what? What do you mean? My broken heart is proof enough for me.
So he was leaving you behind at his house and you sneaked behind him or followed him?
No, we were leaving from Thunder Bay. I brought him home because we've been fighting a lot, right? So I brought him home and I was leaving. I was going home because I hadn't been home for Christmas. I had all the Christmas gifts from my kids, for my grandkids, and I was coming home. And then he does this, right? And which I gotta work on this. He presses my button by saying whatever it is, that I'm fucking lying, that I'm making it up, that I'm the one blaming him because of the things I'm doing, da 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 da. But really, I know what's going on.
So he left in anger or whatever with you?
No, I left him at his place, and I was coming home. And on my way, I got to Thunder Bay, and I was doing some things. I went to the casino, went and did some shopping, and then he asked me to come back a couple times. I wasn't going to. I drove to almost Marathon. I was almost in Marathon, and then I turned back.
Because of the messages you received?
Because he had called me, and on the voicemail, I could hear somebody in the background. So I just let the voicemail go, and I turned around, and I was on my way back. And he messaged me prior to that, just prior to that, asked me where I was, and I told him I was in White River.
Which wasn't true.
Which wasn't true. Because there was an accident in Pace Platte, and the highway was closed for a lot of hours. And they were going to be closed, so I decided I could either drive back to his place and stay a couple more days, or go to sleep on the side of the road and hang out there for a couple days, in which I really didn't have money to be doing that. So I opted to go back.
So when you just said you heard a voice in the background, and this is what made you turn around, is it fair to say this is why he sends these pictures on leads?
Yes.
To get you triggered or like get you emotionally involved?
Yes.
fuck, he sees another girl and not gonna let this happen or something?
No, it's not gonna let it happen. It's he'll know that I know mostly about me having the proof so that I could leave without him fucking following me and stalking me and tracking me down and running me off the road and all of this fucking crazy shit.
But it's Ashish that you turn around and go back where the message comes from, right? And see what's going on, because he's obviously into something and you want to find out now.
So I already knew this prior to.
You had a hint.
I already been saying these. I've been already going through this already prior to that, right? And for me to prove that that's going on, in which I did this, I fucking almost walked in. I walked in so many times on, like, almost catching somebody.
From what you told me, you walked into some strange situations.
Yeah, very much so.
For sure,
yeah, for sure.
Like all of a sudden, he's naked in bed or sleeping or doing something.
What the fuck? You fucking weirdo. What are you doing? As they're still on the floor by him, right? So I grabbed my suitcase and I turned and I had my back to him. They fucking went right out the tarp that's hanging, dividing the room from the garage. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, wait, you think I didn't see that? But like, whatever, I said. That's what you do, that's what you gotta do. That's it, I'm out. I'm already out. Tell me now, tell me again, what? That's all part of my fucking imagination that somebody just fucking walked out of here. That's my imagination right here, right? Because he gaslights, right? Gotta have me looking crazy, right?
Can I give you my theory of your...
You sure could, sure.
But
No, actually,
of your encounters and your... For anybody to understand, because I'm trying to understand you for the last few years.
Yeah.
So I have an inside view, right?
I don't know.
So, is it fair to say, like, maybe there was nobody hiding, but...
Perhaps, yep.
There were hiding before. You're having the fine feelers of yours tickled because something is fishy here before, like when you walked in the basement of this house, and not much later on, another crime is committed, apparently, because you felt there's something going to or had happened here. You don't understand why yet, and it is too much overwhelming.
It comes from trauma, being hyper, what is it called? Not intuitive, like empathetic, because I feel vibes, right? But I've learned it's more than, but up until recently, this is all I thought it was. I thought it was me overthinking, overanalyzing, because I do this automatically. I come up with every possibility of a situation, what could have happened, what would have happened, if this, if that.
In the long run.
When I feel...
If you walk in that basement, example, right?
Example.
I didn't know that until today when you mentioned it.
Really quick, and it's like scanning, processing, all real fast, and then...
Is it fair to say this is the reason sometimes you... I don't know what the way to say, but you over waterfall, all of a sudden you spill lots of words, what maybe mirrors your thinking, but it's not yet factual. You're just analyzing it.
Perhaps.
Like sometimes you say, oh, I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm thinking right now.
Yes.
Like you're speaking out thinking.
Yes.
Is it fair to say?
Yep.